Director, actress Yewon, ex-jewelry, confessed she got a nose job because of her cute image. I wanted just a little bit of that baby-like look of mine to go away, so I slightly raised the tip of my nose. Can a single nose job really change someone's overall image?
Actually, as you know, the nose is in the center of the face, and depending on its shape, length, and height, it can greatly change one's impression. If the nose is too high, it can make someone look intense, and its length can make them look older. On the other hand, if the nose is too short, it's often called a pig nose, which can give off an unsophisticated and outdated image. So, it's important to choose the right height and length that fits your face.
Then, could you analyze Yewon's face before and after the surgery?
Looking at her pre-surgery face, the bridge of her nose is a bit low, so the starting point of the nose sits slightly below the eyes. Also, the tip of her nose is low, making it look a bit blunt and round, so it appears slightly short and drooped rather than centered. If the tip is raised, but the angle is adjusted so it doesn't look too long, it can fill the center of the face noticeably. This way, the nose becomes higher but doesn't make you look older, and instead gives a refined image.
According to Yewon's confession today, it seems she only had surgery on the nose tip. Can that alone make such a big difference?
As I mentioned earlier, the height and length of the nose tip can bring significant changes. However, if only the tip is operated on, the transition between the tip and the bridge might look awkward, so it's important to handle that area well during surgery.
So, is the style of nose job Yewon tried popular among regular people these days too?
These days, people prefer a natural-looking nose tip that's still slightly raised. To achieve that, it's best to avoid excessively high nose tip surgery. It's better to raise the tip moderately without making the cartilage look pinched, and to choose the right cartilage or autologous tissue based on skin thickness.
What if someone wants a nose job but still wants to keep a cute appearance?
In that case, it's really important to operate very subtly. Just because silicone implants are used doesn't mean it has to look obvious. What matters more is how much the height is increased. The same goes for the tip. If it's too high or the curve from the bridge to the tip is too steep, it won't look natural. A sophisticated nose with a cute impression. The key is the nose's harmony with the overall face.
Then, is there a difference between a nose that looks good on camera and one that looks pretty in real life?
A nose that looks good on camera needs to stand out a bit in a three-dimensional way. Compared to how it looks in real life, a slightly noticeable and higher nose tends to look better on camera. Even if someone has narrow cheekbones, if the nose tip is a bit high and the line from the forehead is slightly raised, when the flash goes off, the shadows and highlights stand out. That's what makes a nose photograph well.
So, do celebrities purposely get their noses done a bit higher?
Especially more than actors, models, or people in shopping malls seem to want a more exaggerated look.
In your opinion, do you think Yewon's nose job was successful?
Yes, I think the nose surgery went well. She already has a pretty face shape and big, beautiful eyes. So the nose suits her slim face and gives her a youthful, refined look.
Then today, is there a way to find the right nose shape for your own face?
These days, there are many apps available. There are apps that let you raise or lower the nose to a certain extent. But since the shape of the nose must harmonize well with the overall face, it's important to have a nose that fills the space from the eyebrows to the philtrum without looking awkward. It should be centered and symmetrical to the left and right sides of the face. And from the side view, men should avoid too much curvature. While for women, a nose that is too long or too straight may look too masculine. So it's important to find a nose shape that suits your face's length, width, and overall form. Nose surgery isn't just about making the line prettier or the nose higher. Plastic surgeons consider how the nose shape harmonizes beautifully with the patient's face, eyes, and jawline. So rather than just focusing on a high nose or a pretty side curve, it's important to get a nose job that fits and harmonizes with your face. If, like Yewon, you clearly know what you want and get a delicately designed and natural nose job, you can achieve a very satisfying result. That's all for today. This was Dr. Kim Koo-hyun, board-certified plastic surgeon.